Triangles and quadrilaterals. Today we will learn triangle and its parts and the different types of triangles based on sides and angles. Triangle. A simple closed figure made up of three sides is called a triangle. The triangle is the polygon with least number of sides. You must have seen this type of sign on the road. We call it as a triangle. Similarly, in our daily life, we can see many things that gives us the appearance of the shape of a triangle. Some of those are shown here. Let us join three line segments and make a triangle like this. These line segments are called its sides. The point at which two sides of a triangle meet, that point is known as a vertex. Any triangle has three vertices. Let's name them A, B and C. A triangle name is using the name of the vertices. Like here, we will name the triangle ABC. In order to name any triangle, we start from a point and moving from one point to another. We write them in sequence. Like here, we have named the triangle ABC. This symbol of a triangle indicates that we are talking about a triangle ABC. Since we can start from any point and moving in any direction of the boundary. We can also give the name of this triangle, triangle BCA, triangle CAB, triangle ACB, triangle BAC or triangle CBA. We can see the triangle ABC is made up of three sides, the side AB, the side BC, the side CA. This triangle has three angles. These are named as angle A, angle B and angle C. To describe them more precisely, angle CAB, angle ABC, angle BCA can be their names. Now, if we see here, BC is side opposite to angle A. Similarly, AC is side opposite to angle B and side opposite to angle C is AB. The part inside the triangle is called interior of the triangle. This is its boundary. The part outside the boundary is called exterior of the triangle. We can make different types of triangles. We can classify them on the basis of sides, on the basis of angles. Let's classify triangles based on the sides. Look here, triangle ABC has AB is equal to 5 centimeters, CB equals 6 centimeters and AC equals 7 centimeters. A triangle whose three sides are not equal is called a scalene triangle. Now, observe this triangle PQR has PQ 5 centimeters, QR 5 centimeters, PR 7 centimeters. Here, PQ is equal to QR. A triangle with only two sides equal is called an isosceles triangle. In a triangle, we can show two equal sides using the same sign in this way. Now we talk about triangle LMN. Then it has LM is equal to MN is equal to NL is equal to 5 centimeters. That is, all three sides are equal. A triangle whose three sides are equal is called an equilateral triangle. Now, will you be able to classify the given triangles on the basis of its sides? Try it. Let me tell you, these different signs on the sides of a triangle ABC tells us these three sides in this triangle are not equal. So, this is scalene triangle. By looking at triangle DEF, the measure of side DE and EF are equal, but the measure of the side DF is not equal. DE and EF since only two sides of the triangle are equal. It is an isosceles triangle. In triangle XYZ has same sign in all the three sides. We can say all sides are equal. Hence, it is called an equilateral triangle. In triangle PQR, the measurement of the three sides are not equal. So, this is a scalene triangle. We can also classify triangles on the basis of angles. You must remember that an angle smaller than 90 degrees is called an acute angle. An angle which is exactly 90 degrees is called a right angle. An angle which is more than 90 degrees and less than 180 degrees is called obtuse angle. Now, let us classify triangles based on angles. A triangle with all angles acute is called an acute angled triangle. A triangle that has a right angle is called a right angled triangle. Keep it in your mind, a right angle represents in this way. Similarly, a triangle greater than 90 degrees and less than 180 degrees is called obtuse angled triangle. Now, we'll be able to classify the given triangles based on angles. Try it. Let me tell you, triangle ABC has a right angle, so it is right angle triangle. Triangle DEF has an obtuse angle, so it is an obtuse angled triangle. Triangle PQR has an obtuse angle, so it is also an obtuse angled triangle. Triangle NMO has all three angles are acute, so it is an acute angled triangle. If we talk of triangle XYZ, then all its angles are 60 degrees. That is, it is an acute angle triangle. If you measure all its sides, we will see the three sides are equal. That shows us it is an equilateral triangle. We can say that in an equilateral triangle, every angle is 60 degrees. Interior means inside. The interior angle of a triangle means the angle inside the triangle. We have three interior angles inside the triangle PQR. Angle PQR, angle QRP and angle QPR. Let us find the sum of the angles of a triangle. Let us make three parts of this triangle. Now, we will arrange these parts in a different way. The angles form a straight line. These are the same angles as in the triangle. Angles on a straight line add up to 180 degrees. So, the angle sum of a triangle is equal to 180 degrees. Triangle angle sum property. The sum of the measures of the interior angles of a triangle is 180 degrees. Let us add the measure of the angles. 50 degrees plus 60 degrees plus 70 degrees, which is equal to 180 degrees. The sum of the measure of the interior angles of a triangle is 180 degrees. Let us add the measure of the angles 40 degrees plus 30 degrees plus 110 degrees, which is equal to 180 degrees. Let us add the measure of the angles 50 degrees plus 50 degrees plus 80 degrees, which is equal to 180 degrees. Let us solve some problems based on this property. Find angle P. The sum of the measure of the interior angles of a triangle is 180 degrees. So, angle P plus angle Q plus angle R is equal to 180 degrees. So, angle P plus 40 degrees plus 70 degrees is equal to 180 degrees. Angle P plus 110 degrees is equal to 180 degrees. Therefore, angle P is equal to 180 degrees minus 110 degrees, which is equal to 70 degrees. Therefore, angle P is equal to 70 degrees. From this figure, find angle M. The sum of the measure of the interior angles of a triangle is 180 degrees. Angle L plus angle M plus angle N, which is equal to 180 degrees. Put the values of angle L and angle N in this equation. So 120 degrees plus angle M plus 34 degrees is equal to 180 degrees. Angle M plus 154 degrees is equal to 180 degrees. Angle M is equal to 180 degrees minus 154 degrees. Therefore, angle M is equal to 26 degrees. Types of quadrilaterals and their properties. First of all, let us understand the meaning of the word quadrilaterals. The word quadrilateral made up of quad plus lateral. Quad means 4 and lateral means sides. A figure made up of 4 sides is called a quadrilateral. Observe the given figures. Among these, one figure is not a quadrilateral. Can you tell me which one? Think for a while. Yes, figure C is not a quadrilateral. Let us ignore this. If you take any quadrilateral and add the measures of its angles, then the answer will be 360 degrees. This is true for each quadrilateral. Therefore, we can say that the sum of the angles of a quadrilateral is 360 degrees. This is an important property of a quadrilateral. Now again, look at these figures. These are so many types of quadrilaterals. To understand this, we classify them into various types. So, let us learn about types of quadrilaterals. Rectangle. Take a matchbox and observe any one of its flat surfaces. You will see a quadrilateral. Place that on a paper and draw its outline. Now, find the measure of each angle with the help of a protractor. You will find that each angle is 90 degrees, which means that each angle in this figure is a right angle. Similarly, if you take a ruler and measure the length of its sides, then you will find out opposite sides of this figure are equal. Here, you can also observe that opposite angles are equal and they are right angles. Since there is an equal distance between the pair of opposite sides, we can say that opposite sides of this figure are parallel. If we make two diagonal lines and measure their length, we will find them to be equal. We call this figure as rectangle. Such figure in which all the angles are right angles and opposite sides are equal is known as a rectangle. Now, let us understand the parallelogram. Take out the tray of matchbox and look carefully at its open side. You will see a rectangle. Now, apply pressure on one of its sides so that opposite sides seem to be appearing closer. Due to this, the shape of the open sides changes. Let us draw its outline on paper. Here the measure of the angles will not remain at 90 degrees. Instead, it would have changed, but even then the opposite sides will be parallel. Such a quadrilateral in which the opposite sides are parallel is known as a parallelogram. Along with being parallel, the length of the opposite sides are also equal. Similarly, opposite angles of parallelogram are also equal. But the diagonals of parallelogram is neither equal nor perpendicular to each other. Now, let us understand the rhombus. We have seen that if you take out the matchbox tray and apply pressure on of its own open side, then parallelogram is formed. We drew it on paper also. Just think that if all sides of the open part are equal, then also it will be called as a parallelogram. Think about it. Yes, it will be parallelogram because its opposite sides are parallel. As you can see, though this is a parallelogram, all of its sides are equal. A parallelogram in which all sides are equal is known as a rhombus. It has its own properties, like here. Its opposite sides are parallel and they are equal. If we measure all its angles, we realize that opposite angles are equal. If we talk about its diagonals, then we observe that the diagonals of a rhombus are not equal, but they intersect each other at 90 degrees, which means these are perpendicular. Now, let us talk about the square. Consider that we take a rectangular paper, place one of its corners on the opposite sides in such a way that the shortest side falls just above the longest side and the right angle triangle is made. Now, cut the rectangular part outside of a right angle triangle, then open the part of the triangle. You will get a quadrilateral, which is a bit different than a rectangle. Take a ruler and measure the length of all its sides. Is the length of all sides equal? Yes, the length of all sides are equal. Similarly, with the help of a protractor, if you measure each angle, then each will be 90 degrees, means a right angle. Such a quadrilateral in which all sides are equal and all angles are right angles is known as a square. If we measure its diagonals in these are equal and are perpendicular to each other, means cut each other at 90 degrees. A square is a shape that is a parallelogram, rectangle as well as a rhombus. Now, let us learn what is a trapezium. Can you make a quadrilateral in which only one pair of opposite sides are parallel? You can pause this video and try this yourself. Let me explain. According to the given condition, we can make the quadrilateral in the following way. A quadrilateral whose one pair of opposite sides are parallel is known as a trapezium. Let us solve some examples. In a quadrilateral ABCD, angle A is equal to 100 degrees, angle B is equal to 105 degrees and angle C is equal to 70 degrees. Find angle D. Solution. We know that the sum of four angles of a quadrilateral ABCD is 360 degrees. Therefore, angle A plus angle B plus angle C plus angle D is equal to 360 degrees. 100 degrees plus 105 degrees plus 70 degrees plus angle D is equal to 360 degrees. If you add up these three, 275 degrees plus angle D is equal to 360 degrees. Angle D is equal to 360 degrees minus 275 degrees. Therefore, angle D is equal to 85 degrees. One more problem. A quadrilateral has three angles equal to 75 degrees, 75 degrees and 110 degrees. Find its unknown angle. Solution. Let angle 1 is equal to 75 degrees, angle 2 is equal to 75 degrees, angle 3 is equal to 110 degrees and angle 4 is equal to question mark. We know that sum of four angles of a quadrilateral is 360 degrees. Therefore, angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3 plus angle 4 is equal to 360 degrees. Put the values in this equation. 75 degrees plus 75 degrees plus 110 degrees plus angle 4 is equal to 360 degrees. If you add up these three angles, we'll get 260 degrees plus angle 4 is equal to 360 degrees. Angle 4 is equal to 360 degrees minus 260 degrees. After subtraction, angle 4 is equal to 100 degrees. Therefore, unknown angle is equal to 100 degrees.